Hey guys, it's Goosebumps Completionist here, bringing you another book review, all the way from classic series, the first 62 books. We got book 28, The Cuckoo Clock of Doom. Now, I thought I read this when I was a kid, and I'm pretty sure I didn't, but for what it is, the TV show episode is basically what you're going to get out of this book. So if you have seen the episode, basically everything that happens in this book. It's pretty much shot for shot. This is the first book I'm reviewing that actually had an adaptation done in the original show. And I will say it's pretty spot on. So there really isn't no need for me to review the episode for those of you who have seen it. So I'm just going to do a book review for this particular title here. So the story is about a kid named Michael. He's 12 years old, and he has a pain-in-the-butt sister named Tara, who's 5 years younger than him. And Tara does so many mean things to Michael, and she does it on purpose to get him in trouble. And their parents love and adore Tara and always think that Michael's the wrongdoer. And Tara has embarrassed Michael so many times that Michael can't even count. So the story jumps in to when his father brings home a cuckoo clock from an antique store he's been eyeballing ever since Michael was a young infant. And what happens is, obviously his dad brings home the cuckoo clock, and Michael and his sister start messing around with it. And obviously, Michael's getting in trouble still, and he's trying to come up with a plan to let his sister Tara actually get in trouble for once, for her to feel what it's like to be punished. So he goes into the room right on the hour where the cuckoo clock spits out once an hour, and he takes the bird's head and twists it upside down. Before you know it, the book starts going into weird time travel. This is a time travel book. It's not really a kid's horror book. I would say this is a time travel adventure, but the scary aspect is it's a suspenseful type of horror. So it's not like in your face, gross out, or in your face, brutal or violent or gory. It's just a suspense-based book. And the clock is literally ticking as the days go back in reverse. And Michael is, his 12-year-old mind goes back in time with him, but as his body gets younger and as the years go back. And he's finally on his very last shot before he goes out of existence and then has to wait, I guess, to be born again. I don't know, or maybe he just gets erased out of existence. I don't know that part of the story. It never went that far or told the reader what would happen if he went that far. But he somehow gets to save himself, and he corrects the time. He goes back to the future, and the future is forever changed because of his experience time traveling. And for the most part, I thought this book was a solid read. Like I said, shot for shot for the TV episode. I was looking for differences. I could not find any minute dialogue differences like in the show. At the birthday party, there's a little bit of difference in the dialogue and what was said, but other than that, this book was pretty good. I don't think it's my normal wheelhouse of Goosebumps, but I did enjoy the book. I think that so far for suspenseful reads, I think this is just as good as Revenge of the Body Squeezers on the suspense level. So I might rank this kind of high. I might rank this, in the excellent 4.5 or higher. So with that being said, let's get into the rating. I would probably give this a solid 4.5. I think this is a exceptional book. I think this is a very well written book. The first couple of chapters are kind of on the longer side, and then as the story progresses, the chapters get smaller, which I thought was kind of cool. The characterization of Michael and the way he was written in the book, you can really get a sense of every little minute detail of what Michael's going through in the story, and I found that very fascinating. Very rarely do you actually get that in a Goosebumps book. Usually they'll focus on the monsters or the creatures or a chase scene or something to kind of like take away from characterization. But this book is basically almost all characterization. And not to mention, it's from the classic series, and so from what I can remember from the classic series, this is pretty much a standout story for what it is in the original 62. So a 4.5 is pretty exceptional for this book. I would highly recommend this for people who may not like gory or traditional horror type books, but are interested in reading Goosebumps. This is might be up your wheelhouse. I would recommend this maybe as a gateway book to get into Goosebumps. If you don't want something that will actually scare you, okay, this is like keeps you on the edge of your toes the entire book, kind of feel, which is still suspenseful. So I would still recommend that, like I said, for new readers. And the age group for this, I think all types of ages can enjoy this book. I think many, all walks of ages can enjoy this book. I would honestly say 6 or older would enjoy this book. So, great entry for younger Goosebumps readers. So yeah, that's it for today. I got another review coming up pretty soon once I've wrapped up this next book coming up. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time.